My name's Aubrey Kaesler, and I've was involved for about 15 years in looking after the Gawler Town clock. It was a learning curve for me, really. I'd never worked on a grandfather clock before. Not that it's much different from a normal clock, but it's just that it's quite a bit bigger. Anything that was brass I polished, and steel I polished, and the clock came up looking like a brand new second-hand one. It was important, I think, that the town had always had the correct time, and one of the ways of doing that was having a tower clock, alarm clocks that if they were within 5 or 10 minutes a day, they were probably doing quite well. So it was something to brag about that you had a town clock. Today we take time for granted. We got all the electronic devices, and it's no trouble. But it was very, very important in the early days that you had the correct time. When I was a young boy, my father had a shoe repair shop at 40 Murray Street, which is about, I think from memory, about 4 or 5 shops down from the south of the clock tower, and we used the clock tower as our timepiece. You just walk out in the yard and look up at the clock, and that was the time. And I know I used that for when I left home to go to school, and so I wasn't late. But our old alarm clock could be anything from 10 minutes to a quarter of an hour out, you know. So that was a plus, something that not a lot of people had. The clock was bought from Wentz. It was apparently Mr. Wentz claimed it was bankrupt stock, and the council bought it. And after they'd installed it, the council and everybody went over to the Globe Hotel, which is now the Kingsford, and had champers and whatnot. And one of the councillors in his speech mentioned that from now on the town of Gawler will be kept in time, and that could be a throwaway line, but it was a very true line. It did keep the town on time. I think it's fairly important that we keep the clock going for historical value, but also I think that it gives the town a little bit of pride to have a clock. It's a feature within the town.